Hey guys, welcome back to Our Lives Across the Border. I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm doing great. It's sunny. It's kind of hot here, but doing well. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video and leave a comment. Today, I wanted to talk about a question that we get asked a lot by friends, by family, and it's just a pretty common question that people ask all around. Number one is, will our kids be bilingual? Which, yes, of course, they will be bilingual. I do feel right now with me spending the most time with them and being, the caregiver for the most part because dad is out working. Right now, I feel like they're probably learning more English than Spanish. So the only thing I can do when I'm at the house to try to help with that is use YouTube. And of course, they have lots of educational stuff for kids on there that will do, shapes, colors, the ABCs, songs in Spanish for them to, and it's good for me too, because I can kind of watch it and kind of learn a little bit too. So that's kind of what we do here for right now. And then of course, if I know a word in Spanish, I will say it to them in Spanish. So, I do the best I can with what knowledge I have. I am not that great in Spanish. I am much better with reading it and seeing the word. And then I'm like, okay, this kind of looks like this, so it's gotta be this, because a lot of the Spanish words, some of them do kind of sound or are spelled a little bit like an English word. So I just do my best with YouTube right now when I'm home. Now, dad speaks to them in Spanish. The grandparents speak to them in Spanish. My side of the family obviously only knows English, and their dad's side of the family, there are some bilinguals, because there are a lot of family that's living over in the States, but there's a lot more that actually speak Spanish. And so they do speak Spanish to the babies when they're around them. And just for reference, our son will be 2 at the end of August, and then our daughter will be 3 in the beginning of November. So they're still pretty young. They're still, of course, just learning to talk in general and learning what things are called. So they're like sponges, soaking up everything. And so they definitely will be bilingual. And like I said, I feel that right now, probably the primary language, probably English, because I speak it and I'm home a lot more with them. But over time, when they enter school and they're doing all that all day long, I think it will move into Spanish. So the second question that I get asked a lot is, will they go to school here, or would we homeschool them in English? And so the plan is to enroll them into school here. And number one reason for that, for me personally, is I think that's the best way for them to soak up the most Spanish, because of me not being bilingual. I think that will help them. I think they might, while they're there, the first few months, might be like, whoa. But they start them young. They start them at 3. So like I said, they're still soaking up and they're still learning a lot of things at that age of what things are called. And so I don't think they will have any problems, once they get in and they get into the routine. I have thought also about doing a little bit of homeschooling through one of the websites that you can do from the United States, just to kind of also teach them stuff in English, even though I guess they kind of might be getting like double taught a little bit. I don't know if I would do it right away, but I also thought by doing that, if they continued it all the way up until they graduated, it would give them that opportunity to use that if they wanted to move back to the States, if we weren't living there when they were adults and wanted to pursue something over there. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Like I said, they're still very, very young. I wish they knew more Spanish, but they're also still learning a lot. And like I said, YouTube is great for, and they put the word on the screen while they're saying it, which then helps me sometimes when they're singing a song. So I know what they're saying, and then it's easier for me to pronounce the word and try to sing along with them, because I have noticed when you sing along or you say the word along with whatever they're saying on the TV, the kids seem to get more engaged with it. So I feel bad now. People probably think I just put my kids in front of a screen all day. I don't, but that is right now the best way that I can help give them a little bit more Spanish each day when Dad's not around. And for their age, it's much more enjoyable to see animated pictures and colors and bright stuff and pay attention to that than me just sitting there going over words with them. So Dad will do colors, like if they're playing with like toys, or we have a puzzle with the ABCs, and he'll do the ABCs, you know, in Spanish and stuff. But right now they're still young, but I just wanted to address that because it is a question that I get asked a lot. So absolutely they will be bilingual, and absolutely they will be enrolled here in Mexico. This is where we live, this is where we plan on being, so got to give them the best education we can. And like I said, maybe do a little bit of online from the United States also, to kind of keep their doors open for when they're older. So those are our plans for our little ones. Like I said, I hope you guys are all doing well. Please subscribe, please like the video, and drop a comment with any other questions that you guys have. Bye.